Hello, I'm Rosemary Thomson, Music Director of the Okanagan Symphony Orchestra. Join us April 8th, 9th and 10th for a performance of Vivaldi's glorious The Four Seasons featuring David Greenberg on violin and Christina Hutton on harpsichord, as well as the strings of the orchestra. Vivaldi, who is known as the Red Priest because he was a priest and he had red hair, was an incredible composer who really was widely known throughout Europe. He was the court composer for the Prince of Mantua, and it was during this time in 1717 that he wrote The Four Seasons. It opens with spring, and each of the concertos that Vivaldi wrote had a sonnet or a poem that he wrote himself. I'm going to read you the poem from Spring. It starts, "Spring has arrived merrily, the birds hail her with happy song, and meanwhile at the breath of the zephyrs the streams flow with a sweet murmur." Each of these things is depicted in the music, and we'll start by hearing "Spring has arrived merrily." The poem goes on to say, "Thunder and lightning, chosen to proclaim her, come covering the sky with a black mantle." And you can hear the violins digging in to represent thunder and the solo violin with pyrotechnics to be the lightning. Each of the concertos is a three-movement work with a fast movement, a slow movement, and another fast movement. This was pretty standard for Baroque concertos. The second movement is a beautiful, serene song. The poetry says, "And so on the pleasant flowery meadow, to the welcome murmuring of fronds and trees, the goatherd sleeps with his trusty dog beside him." You can hear the murmuring fronds and leaves in the violins of the orchestra. The dog is represented in the violas, and it's just two notes, ruff, ruff, and you want them to play it in quite an ugly manner, so it's quite fun. And then the goatherd's shepherd pipe song is sung by the solo violin. The third movement of Spring begins. To the festive sound of a shepherd's bagpipe, nymphs and shepherds dance beneath the beloved roof at the joyful appearance of spring. And you can hear the compound rhythms and the dancing quality in this music. In summer, Vivaldi explores themes of heat, storms, and insects. In the fall, the harvest celebration, a little bit of imbibing at the harvest celebration. You can hear somebody drunkenly swaying home. And finally, the hunt. And in winter, we get the icy blasts of winter, sliding on the ice, teeth shivering and chattering, and incredible winter storms. Join me 1 hour before each performance for a more in-depth look at the other movements of the Four Seasons.